Hello, and welcome to Masonic Avenue, where we discuss art, philosophy, and Freemasonry. My name is Tony, and I am a Master Mason in San Francisco, California. This video merely offers my own personal opinions and does not necessarily reflect Masonry in general. Today, I would like to share a poem that I wrote. This is dedicated in memory of Brother Don. The poem is titled, When the Tyler Raised His Sword. For context, Tyler is a Masonic term. It denotes the position of the guard who stands in front of the Masonic Lodge Room. When the Tyler raised his sword. On guard at the lodge room door, sword at his side, it stretched from his waist to the floor. A curious Masonic position, that of the Tyler. What's this? He gets a weapon? I first asked, when I was none the wiser. 'Tis a grand old tradition, the stoic Tyler, most earnest in his mission. Vigilant against cowens and eavesdroppers, poised to brandish his blade, that big steel whopper. Oh, but that's just for show, I'd hear some say of that sword. Ceremonial, a vestige, just something to keep the Tyler from getting bored. So on an especially long meeting night inside the lodge room, I wondered if the Tyler outside ever daydreamed, and where his imagination wandered. Was it to chivalric old tales about knights of yore, galloping in far-off lands, living legend and lore? Could he see himself as an ancient Tyler on the hilltops and valleys, or standing watch above the goose and gridiron in an old London alley? Maybe to some the sword lost its luster in this modern time. No more knights or tall tales, just another pawn shop find. What use is a sword? Kids might ask with a scoff. Can you use it like a radio antenna for better reception when you hold it aloft? Suddenly a jolt. What was that? The Tyler was startled one fateful lodge night. Someone was creeping up the stairs in the dark, sending a chill and a fright. The Tyler checked the handle of his sword. Maybe this would be his fate. Would this be his moment to defend the lodge from the barbarians at the gate? Then in the light appeared a brother, stumbling in late. I'm sorry, he said. I mixed up the date. Don't worry, my brother, said the Tyler, patting the man's shoulder with care. The Tyler pointed his sword to the door and said, They're waiting to welcome you, inside there. So you see, the Tyler did use his sword that night after all, as a pointer and guide leading a path to the hall. The Tyler carried his sword with pride, that tool of tradition, and showed us to follow those steps for another generation. Thank you for your time today. Here is the text of that poem if you're interested. And as always, if you're curious about Freemasonry, I encourage you to check out the Grand Lodge of California website at freemason.org. Have a great day.